Welcome to this video. Action Plan for Existence. According to the CDC, we are in a perfect storm. I strongly claim that since the early 1990s, we are in front of a much larger perfect storm. All humans experience a visible drop in life expectancy after 1992. WHO also claim that since the early 1990s plague and tuberculosis re-emerge and coincide with rising AMR. I claim we humans need to learn from the Amazon Amerins. Thousands of years ago the Amerins were thriving. And they formed a global and massive haplogroup, QM242, Queen Mario 242, and this group left the Americas, and also conquered Eurasia, and later Europe through the Ob and Yenisei rivers, and formed all ancient cultures. Question. How can we modern humans be in front of unseen, perfect storms, when long ago the Amerins thrived so much? And how can their descendants, like that Semaine, still present exceptional heart and brain health even while they live in some of the worst health conditions? I only can explain this by claiming they had or did something that we do not have or do anymore. Apart from this Amerind haplogroup, QM242, there is no other group that reached this range and impact on the formation of ancient cultures. According to recent ancient DNA research of David Rye, the DNA of today Western Europeans is most similar to the DNA of the Amazon Amerins. There are two possibilities. 1. The Amazon Amerins did expand to and through the Ob and Yenisei River entry in Siberia to the rest of the world including to Western Europe. 2. Western Europeans ended up in the Ob and Yenisei River deltas, Arctic and permafrost extremes of Siberia, and next in the Amazon forest. I think this is highly improbable and makes no sense. Amazon Amerins cannot descend from Africans or Western Europeans. 1. All Amazon Amerins have pure blood group O, and Western Europeans do not have pure blood group O. Blood group O is a recessive blood group. This is so according to fundamental biology, and means that pure blood group O cannot descend from not pure blood group O. However, all other blood groups can descend from blood group O if they hybridize with A, B or AB. In other words, according to fundamental biology, Amazon Amerins cannot descend from Western Europeans nor from any other group or continent, and consequently they are the ancestors of all humans. Amazon Amerins cannot descend from Africans or Western Europeans. 2. All human genomes present several variants or permanent mutations in their genomes, which are a kind of very secure and exceptional markers for ancestrality and migrations. The most enigmatic, oldest and most widespread of the mutations and markers is called PV92. This PV92 marker clearly and gradually points away from the Amazon towards the rest of the world and consequently, and finally also towards Western Europe and Africa. We already knew Amazon Amerins and Western Europeans were connected, but this time the direction, migration, from the Amazon Amerind towards Western Europe is confirmed. The same thing happens between Amazon Amerins and the rest of the world, so the hypothesis that all humans descend from the Amazon Amerins is confirmed. A further 10 fundamental proofs in favor of the out of the Amazon hypothesis are presented in detail in other videos. After all, what was done in the Amazon forest that we do not do anymore in Western Europe and even less in the USA, etc. I claim we were hybridized or hybridized ourselves and became unstable genomes, presenting a vicious cycle with more duplications, also causing disease, causing mutations. Autism is a possible example, that at the end also decrease human life expectancy and or cause a health crisis, or a perfect storm. The exceptional heart and brain health of the Amazon Amerins has been researched by scientists without any clear conclusion. I claim that what makes the difference is that Amazon Amerins typically feed themselves with foods still coming from, by themselves, enriched agroforests. Whenever they start to include food that is not coming from their enriched agroforests, their parameters for health start deteriorating in only a few years. We can safely conclude that we found at least one reason for their exceptional heart and brain health, and reasons why they, the Amazon Amerins, lose health whenever they abandon food from their enriched forests. The consumption of foods coming from enriched agroforests is an important part of the action plan for existence, proposed in this series of videos and ebooks. This is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Giving a thumbs up is also a way to know if you already assisted a certain video or not. I hope to see you in our next video.